Today we have a very special guest on our show. This young lady is a community leader, a mentor, professional model, as well as an inspiration to those all around her and those who follow her. Please welcome the beautiful Sunny Tookes.
Hi, thank you so much for joining us. We're so happy that you're here, so thank you.
Thank you for having me.
So Sunny, what is your relationship status?
My relationship status is a lady in waiting. That is my relationship status.
I like that. I know.
Still you're aware.
I'm not in a relationship right now. I'm choosing just to wait on God and just to focus on the things that He's set before me right now, like finishing school and continuing different projects with modeling and working in the community. And I've just learned that once you get busy fulfilling your purpose of what God has for you, everything else will come in place. I find that when I just focus on, keep my eyes on the prize, everything will just fall in place, including, a potential relationship in the future. So I anticipate that moment.
And so since you say you're a lady in waiting, like what types of things are you doing to better yourself so that when you do meet that special one, like you're ready for him?
One thing that I'm learning how to do is cook more.
Yes, absolutely. That's
So are we.
big and
So
key.
are we.
Can't keep a man with McDonald's and can't keep a man with Doritos.
Yeah.
So,
Or DiGiorno.
Cooking actual meals is so important.
yes, I mean real from
Yes.
scratch. So I'm learning to be, I'm learning to be more domestic. God is really teaching me about what a spouse is, what your duties will have to be, because good looks ain't gonna keep a man. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to learn how to be supportive. You're gonna have to learn how to compromise. You're gonna have to learn how to take care, of someone else and share and deal with a whole other world that you're probably not familiar with. So in this time of singleness, God is just teaching me these lessons of just appreciating this time to finish what I have to do so that I'll have more time to be attentive to someone else. You can't have a person who's at 50% looking at someone else who's 50% to make 100. You have to be at 100. That man has to be at 100 so that you can complement each other equally. Because when you look for somebody to give you something, you're taking away from that person, and it's draining. So that's how you get these 60-40, 80-20 relationships, because you have two incomplete people looking for someone to complete them when they're not complete themselves.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And that completeness is going to come with their relationship with Christ. Too.
Exactly.
Well, that should be the
That's the key.
foundation. Like that's the only way how you're going to be whole.
So the topic of practicing abstinence is really big right now. We want to talk about that on our show. Would you mind just giving your feedback on that? Are you practicing abstinence? What advice would you give to someone who maybe isn't practicing abstinence? Just share your overall thoughts on that particular subject matter.
I am abstinent as well. I'm practicing abstinence as well. And one of the main reasons why I'm practicing it is because I used to be in a relationship where I did participate in premarital sex. And one very important lesson that I learned was that I was never happy. Sex is supposed to be something that's enjoyable, something that brings two closer together according to the word. But it's also according to the word, it's a relationship, a very special relationship between a husband and his wife. For people who are hurting and for people who feel as though they're not, I really just urge you to practice abstinence until you're married.
We would like to thank our special guest, Miss Sunny Tookes. She is an excellent example of how you can be a woman of God and not let the views of others compromise your integrity and still be successful. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me, ladies.
Thank you so much.
It was a pleasure.
Yes.
Until next time.